We do this for ourselves. We do this for our fellow brothers and sisters. We are people. We deserve to be treated like people.
Can I see a menu, please?
We don't serve your kind here.
May I have a strawberry milkshake?
What part of we don't serve your people did you not understand? Get out!
We are paying customers, though.
I don't give a shit who you think you are. You are not welcome here.
We are not leaving until you serve us.
You better get out before you chase all our customers away, you dirty pigs. I will call the police if you don't get yourselves out of here.
But we meant no harm, sir.
You can't be here.
Maybe tomorrow then, men.
A normal day, it seemed. Just another day with a minor altercation. For one side, it was a stupid run-in with some blacks. For the other side, it was much bigger than that. This was about equality and fair treatment. They were paying customers, just like anybody else. This idea of segregation would not stand among the people. Action had to be taken, and that is exactly what they planned to do. Dear Diary, today is the 12th of March and has been a day of pure madness. The boys got together the night before last and decided that they were going to try to force a change. Barry promised Mama that it won't get violent, but I fear it will. I hear Mama praying every night that Barry and Papa will be safe and that they come home. The boys are causing quite a ruckus downtown since they heard about the diner boycotts. Poor Sally was telling me yesterday about how her neighbor got hauled away by police for standing in a picket line. It's crazy what these people will do. I hear that Matthias down the street got into some trouble just last week with his mama for joining a walking protest down in front of our church. Pastor Michael was there as well, but I do not know if he was a part of it. He holds meetings sometimes for all of the men of the houses to get together and list their grievances about the treatment of our people. Papa is quite the heckler through these meetings. I hear that he is one of the men always starting a fuss, calling for change, demanding action. That's not what Dr. King does. Just the other day, I heard a rumor that Mr. King was planning on joining these diner protesters. What a great man he is, filled with morality, compassion, and knowledge. Bless the souls of these men for the work they have put forth, not only for their families, but for the equality of us all. Sincerely, Margaret. Dear Diary, today is the 19th of March and something bizarre has occurred. The rumor was true, and Mama could not believe it when Dr. Martin Luther King showed up at our sit-in. It was absolutely outstanding, and not to mention all the attention that we got from the news. The man is so widely recognized now. Oh, what it must be like to be so notorious. It is quite a blessing, but I guess also a curse, for the following day when Mr. King returned to join us, he was escorted out in handcuffs. Those rotten police said there was no room for a man like him in a place like that. They have no right to be so rude. Aren't police supposed to be a sign of safety? How am I supposed to feel safe with men like that pushing us around? Signed, Margaret. Dear Diary, today is a horrible day. It is the 25th of March and the police took Barry. Mama was in hysterics all morning. She's been shouting things and crying and screaming for the Lord. Papa has been doing his best to try to keep her calm. Apparently, Barry was disturbing the peace too much inside the restaurant. I don't believe that. Barry is such a kind soul. He would never hurt anybody. Papa says the police sprayed them and hit them with their batons. He's really proud of Barry. He says he could never have kept calm staring into the eyes of those monsters. They kicked and hit him, screaming like crazy people, but he held his ground. Eyes forward, hands down, staying seated. He's a tough boy. I just hope Mama's gonna be alright. Yours truly, Margaret. Dear Diary, today is a terrible, terrible day. News reached us last night about Barry and his friend Nick. Barry is getting released today, and Mama is so excited. It's amazing how she went from wanting to wring his neck for getting arrested to being so ecstatic for his homecoming. She has spent all day baking his favorite foods for his arrival. It's like he's a king. I wish the same could be said for Nick. I can tell no one has told Papa yet, and if they have, he sure ain't showing it. Nick will not be coming home tomorrow. Nick will not be coming home ever. He had an altercation with one of the guards in the county jail. Nick took his last breath that day. I wonder if anyone has told his mama. Is she crying tonight? And how is his baby sister taking it? Oh, I hope she's all right. I bet his father's taking it hard, Nick being his only son and all. I do not know whether to rejoice for Barry or to grieve for Nick. This is a horrible time. Signed, Margaret.